Partnerships are the way to go if you want to grow your company. You must, however, choose the best collaborations for your business. Otherwise, you'll not attain the needed growth. Elon Musk is a talented entrepreneur with an unusual knack for getting profitable collaborations. And his vision is no longer restricted to ideas or imagination. He puts a lot of money into space ventures and achieves a lot of progress. For example, SpaceX is a comprehensive program. In today's video, we'll talk about Elon Musk's recent cooperation with Bill Gates, two of the world's wealthiest individuals, and how they both stand to benefit from it. Let's get started without further ado. Before breaking down the details of their partnership, we need to know a little background details of the two billionaires. As we often know, they're both not fans of each other, but that cannot stop both companies from benefiting from the other. Bill Gates, who co-founded Microsoft and helped become a household and enterprise name, is one of the most well-known billionaires. For many years, Gates was the face of Microsoft and the richest man living, much like Musk is the face of Tesla and the richest man alive. Both Gates and Musk are well-known worldwide leaders with a track record of success. Their collaboration, on the other hand, could result in even more significant synergies. They're two distinct people with opposing leadership styles and corporate objectives. Well, the issue is that Musk isn't a great admirer of his fellow billionaire, Gates, and the two have clashed on a number of issues, and even some on which they're both working on. According to some reports, Musk wants everyone to buy his Tesla automobiles, especially other billionaires. However, while Gates acknowledges that Tesla has aided in the development and adoption of electric vehicles, he prefers to buy his zero-emission vehicles from other manufacturers like Porsche. In the midst of the pandemic, the other billionaire tried to caution Musk's choices about COVID-19 and reminded the younger CEO that his specialty was in electric automobiles and rockets, which, needless to say, irritated Musk. Although Musk later tweeted saying his conversation with Bill Gates has been underwhelming. However, there's another major reason why Musk dislikes barriers, as he came close to revealing once the former CEO of Microsoft had shorted Tesla's stock in the past. Despite previously declaring that Tesla's stock was expensive, Musk has strong feelings about the shortage. The rift between Musk and Gates, though, isn't enough to prevent Musk from doing business with the software behemoth, nor is the age gap between the two firms. SpaceX and Microsoft are collaborating on Starlink and cloud services. As two of the fastest growing industries, it makes sense for the two companies to see how they can help one another. Because SpaceX can meet demand for its Starlink business, which uses satellites in orbit to provide internet connections to customers on the ground, one of the advantages of satellite internet is that it can work anywhere the client is, whether in the desert or the jungle, as long as the satellite coverage reaches the client's location. SpaceX is rapidly launching satellites in order to cover the entire planet in a short period of time. There are currently about 2,000 stalling satellites in orbit, but SpaceX will require tens of thousands of satellites to achieve this goal. As a rocket firm, SpaceX has an advantage in launching satellites. SpaceX, on the other hand, is launching satellites for its potential competitors, but it's so far ahead of the pack that it's unconcerned. You may acquire a receiver dish for around $500 and then pay a flat charge of $99 to access high-speed internet. SpaceX just discovered a less expensive method of constructing the receiver, though this will have no impact on the pricing for customers. With over 700,000 people attempting to become customers, SpaceX's factory, which produces 5,000 units every week, will be kept busy for a long time. Microsoft, too, has had a lot of success with its cloud company known as Azure. The segment's revenue increased by 48% year over year, capturing 22% of the worldwide cloud market, second only to Amazon Web Services. Azure is utilized for networking, storage, mobile web application services, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and many other computing demands by developers, IT professionals, and enterprise clients. One question we could ask is, but why did Microsoft choose SpaceX in the first place? Here's a response from Microsoft's Vice President, Azure Global, Tom Keane, of course, when people think of innovation and the evolution that is taking place to bring space technology into the 21st century. they immediately think of, well, SpaceX. However, Microsoft isn't the only corporation hoping to use SpaceX's Starlink internet connection to promote its cloud services. Google, Microsoft's main competitor, has also reached an agreement with SpaceX, which will see the Space Corporation place some of its ground stations within Google's data centers. Customers of Google will be able to connect their data in the cloud using Starlink's high-speed internet and operate the apps that their businesses require. Another question we need to consider is, when will SpaceX's Starlink and Microsoft's Azure cloud businesses merge? Well, enterprise or business customers are welcomed at Starlink by SpaceX, and these are the ones Microsoft is primarily targeting with its cloud offerings. Microsoft wants any company to use its cloud services, regardless of where they're located. Clients want a robust internet connection for this to occur, which is where Starlink comes in. The Redmond behemoth has developed mobile data centers, also known as Azure modular data centers, that can function in remote locations. These microphones may be moved around as needed, and each one has its own server for data storage. Because these mics have networking capabilities, other computers can connect to them locally to back up their data. However, with an internet connection, these microphones can back up their data to Microsoft's online cloud. The ideal alternative for connecting these mics to Microsoft's network, wherever they are, would have been by optical fiber, but that isn't always feasible. These microphones are shipped in containers that are already in use, even in the most difficult locations, and they include cooling systems to prevent computers from overheating. Every MDC will have a Starlink receiver dish to enable internet connection anywhere, thanks to the agreement made between SpaceX and Microsoft. Given that many organizations now use Microsoft Azure and plan to employ Starlink services, the two companies will be able to retain these customers, making it a win-win situation for both SpaceX and Microsoft. Microsoft is also a major player in the field of artificial intelligence. Microsoft's goal for AI is about people, said Harry Shum, Executive Vice President of Microsoft's AI and Research Group. It's about enhancing human creativity through intelligent technology that can reason with, understand, and connect with people, and help us solve some of society's most pressing problems together. AI for Earth is a problem developed by Microsoft. Its goal is to use artificial intelligence to address some of the world's most pressing environmental issues. As a technology firm committed to sustainability, water, agriculture, biodiversity, and climate change, Microsoft recognizes that our responsibility extends beyond our operations to innovation for a healthier and better future in general. Elon Musk is a huge believer in artificial intelligence as well. He's one of the co-founders of OpenAI, a nonprofit dedication to machine learning. OpenAI employs reinforcement learning, which enables the computer to learn tasks through a process of trial and error. In this endeavor, Microsoft also participates. The Azure OpenAI solution, for example, integrates Azure's enterprise capabilities with GPT-3 language models. Despite their differences on Tesla and the future of civilization, Microsoft's role as a producer, partner, and service provider in the SpaceX program appears to be promising in terms of the program's growth, thanks to a powerful technical infrastructure backed by AI. Despite their public spats, Gates and Musk are working together to create their shared ambitions of taking mankind to the next level in space exploration. Microsoft pays close attention to its clients as a service-oriented organization. As a result, Elon Musk has become a wealthy customer for Bill Gates. These two world leaders appear to have figured out how to compromise even when they disagree. Both leaders are driven and visionary, but they have different skill sets. For our quest to become an interplanetary species, their partnership appears to be complementary in terms of space and technological growth. Let's hear what you think of the new partnership down in the comment section. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos like this. Turn on your post notifications and stay tuned so you don't miss any updates from us. Until next time, take care.